All right, the goal of this is to show you how to do animations. In this case, we're going to animate our little character. Okay, so just to set it up, what you first need is you need a tile map. Okay, and tile map is a playable surface. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set a background up for us. Actually, no. There's some tiles. Maybe this one. Yeah, we'll just do a space background here. Add some planets so we can see where we're going. And we'll add a galaxy down there. Okay, so we need a background, we need a character, and we need the controls. Okay, so these are three basic things just to see our character moving and so on. I'm also going to add a camera so we can see our person walk around. Camera follow my sprite. Okay, so just to test it, just to get this thing off the ground, you need to have a tile map, a background so you can see your character having relative motion, your sprite of some kind moving with the buttons, and the camera following them. Okay, so I'm going to create the sprite. I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to use the pre-made ones just so this video doesn't take an hour. So I go to gallery and I can see all these different characters here. Okay, I'm going to do. I mean, this guy's kind of the base guy here. We'll use this guy here. Okay, so here's my base sprite, and I'm actually going to color him just to change it up a bit. And I think if I use this tool, it does all of the same color. It does. Okay, so we'll make him blue instead of red. Okay, there's my character. And then there he goes. Okay, so this is not very lifelike. This is how your games look right now. Kind of basic and boring, but that doesn't make much sense. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to add animations for when they turn directions, they look like they're moving. Okay, so what we're going to do is use this command. On a button pressed, I want you to do something. So on right button pressed, we're going to change the animations. So if you click on more or advanced, this little down arrow here, click on animation, and drag this one over. Animate my sprite. Okay? And remember, I kind of cheated and I made it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, my own sprite, and put them here. Okay? So copy your sprite from one spot to another. You get this tool right here, and you select them. Okay? Press Control C. Done. Go here. I click on this. Click here. Control V. There's my guy. So if you made your own sprite, that's what you can do. But since I already have pre-made things, I'm just going to steal these again here, right? I'm going to cheat a little bit. But let's say you made your own sprite. It's beautiful. Rather than you redrawing it again, just copy, paste it, and bring it over. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is we want to see him turning right. Okay? Or a walking animation at least. So let's say there's one way to do it. One way to do it here is to pick up one of his legs and make him look like he's walking sideways. So if you're doing kind of a 2D character like this, okay, I'm going to duplicate this a couple times. Okay, let's have 4 animations. So this first one, he's standing normal. Second one, I want him to pick up a leg. So I'm going to erase his legs. Oops. Erase this leg. This next one, I want to erase these legs. Put my camera out of here. And this last one, we'll just keep repeating it over and over again. Okay. So it switches his legs each time. See, it kind of looks like he's walking, right? That's if I made my own character. In here, there's ones where he's sideways, so I'm going to use those in a second. But let's say I made my own character, I'm going to use that. So I push play here. Up here, you can see him kind of his legs moving back and forth, right? You can make this faster so it looks a little better, but we'll leave it like that. Okay, so I'm push done. Again, I copied it, and each of these layers has a different thing. Okay, pixel art. If you guys are good at pixel art, you're going to be great at this. If not, there's some other cool things we can do with pixel art. Okay, so now on right button pressed, let's make this bigger. His leg should go up and down. as I push the button. His legs going up and down, very small. We're gonna make it look a little better. We're gonna click on repeat, and we're gonna make it quicker. Let's do 200 here. There we go. Kind of looks a little better. Okay, so now we have our character moving his little legs and moving. Now we need to add a command if he goes up or if he turns right or left. We're going to continue that process. I'm actually going to get rid of this and just use the other animations where they turn. So I'll delete this. I showed you that example in case you made your own sprite, but I'm going to use the ones that are pre-made here. So this is if he turns right. So I need to find him facing right, which is this one. Oh, look, they already have the animations built in here. If I borrow this one, there he is. Walk right, walk left. Okay. If you go to gallery, you can see that there's kind of pre-made ones. If you hover over this little icon here, okay, if you like. If not, you'll just design your own. All right, we'll close that. Let's go back here. And would it make sense if my guy changed his colors? So I gotta change these back to blue. Okay. And I'm gonna change all these to blue. How are we at? Sub-minutes. Last one, change this all to blue. Done. Okay. So now when I push right, he should turn right. There it goes. And I'm going to put on loop again. That just makes it look better. I think it's too slow. Let's make it a little faster here. There you go. So that looks like he's walking. He doesn't moonwalk. Now I need to make him a left, a down, and up because this doesn't work for all the time, right? So the quick way to do that, right click on the command, duplicate. When it turns gray, that means you have a conflict. It means you have two of the same. Okay, change this on right, change it to left. Click on your character. Now, rather than going up here and finding the other guy, flipping him, you can just flip him right here. So you click on your thing. This icon right here flips it. Click on all these. This icon flips it. If you hover over it, it says flip a horizontal axis. So now, rather than redrawing this or refining it, recoloring it, I can just flip it the other direction. Now, when he goes right or left, he will turn that direction. Okay. We'll continue for up, down, duplicate. There's a couple ways to do this. We can either rotate him or we can use the sprite where he's looking away. We can use this one. If you made your own sprite, what you could do is just rotate him. So this is him walking up. I'm going to do this and see how this looks. Especially if you made your own sprite, you might just want to just rotate him like he's walking up. And done. Let's see how that looks. Kind of makes sense. Doesn't really. If he's walking up a wall, I can see that making sense, but doesn't really make sense yet. So in my case, if I'm using this, I would just use let's delete all these. I would just use the pre-made ones of him walking and then change them. All this to blue. Okay. And you can see me using this tool, the bucket tool. It will select everything of the same color and change it. All right, and you can see me just recoloring it. And again, I'm only doing this because I picked the pre-made one. Okay, and there it goes up. Last one, and then you guys can get started here. Down. Find his walking forward one, and recolor it. Okay. Recolor. Done. All right. So now, just like that, we have walking directions in all directions. Going down, going up, going right, and going left. This will make your game look a lot better, very quickly and efficiently.